Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Man, what an amazing day it's been. We just got back from Pancake Pantry, had a beautiful breakfast to celebrate. My daughter graduated from high school. Now, I know we're in a day and age where a lot of people say that education doesn't matter, that school systems are indoctrination centers, but we live in Williamson County in Tennessee, go to Ravenwood High School. It's a 10 out of 10 school, amazing faculty, none of that indoctrination stuff. My daughter got a great education, and what a great school, great faculty, great personnel. She won a state championship as a freshman in soccer. They were runner-up this year. District champ multiple times, regional champ multiple times, learned a lot, above a 4.0 GPA, got into the Kelley School of Business at Indiana University. And today was the culmination of it all. Obviously, we knew she graduated. She hasn't been in school for the last week. She had an AP exam that she probably aced, going into college, damn near a sophomore. And the reason I'm doing this video, even though it's fitness channel, is for those of y'all who've been watching this since we started in 2011, you've seen Kami grow up. Like, she was literally on this channel at 5 years old, and you saw the first time on this channel, you saw her kick this is what I was like. The first time on this channel, you saw her first time kicking a soccer ball. You saw all this stuff. You saw highlights of her games and all this stuff. I've brought my family along with everybody here on my journey as a parent, because this channel is about educating in fitness, but in fitness, we need to do more than just lift weights, talk about bicep curls and gains and this and that. We need to talk about being better men, being better fathers, being better mothers, being better people. And I have no idea how to parent, y'all. I have no idea what I'm doing. We had a beautiful child. I was 25 years old. I grew up in a household where I really didn't have a nurturing mother, and, my father was sick, and, you basically, you're handed this child and you have to figure it out. And the one piece of advice I give to people who have children, they're like, what's the one piece of advice you can give? And I'm like, just love your child, because we all have different strengths. For me, where I was able to bond with my kids, where I still bond with my kids, is training and coaching. I've coached my kids in soccer, in wrestling, in t-ball. I've coached my kids in everything. I coach Preston's football team now. And my daughter and I, in the next 45 minutes, we'll be at the gym hitting hamstrings. That's where my kids and I bonded. But some of you guys might be book smart. Some of you guys might like to read. Some of you guys, might be better at different things. Some of you might be endurance athletes. I see our neighbors right now, they're runners and they go run with their kids. I look at what it's like to be a parent, and it's just like, just be with them, just listen to them, just be a part of their lives, just love them, be their friend, but don't be in the friend zone, meaning that you still need to be a parent. You still have to be willing to discipline. You still have to do the job. And the job is to raise a child that is adapted and ready to go into the world and make a contribution to society. Number one is making a contribution. Number two is not being a detriment to society, not being a criminal, not doing crimes, having morals, having ethics. So looking at that, one thing I got out of today, just looking at that, just this journey, and I'm blessed enough to have 2 more children in the pipeline. Thomas in 2 years will be doing this. In probably 3 years, we'll be doing this again for Kami in college. And then, Preston goes into 6th grade. He's in junior high. So shortly thereafter, Preston's going to be walking across that stage, and then they have to enter the world. They have to enter life. And a lot of people talk about high schools and all this, and they're indoctrinating. They're, you know what, man? My kids have always gone to public schools, and they're coming out okay. And the reason being is that there should never be a question whether 7 hours a day, 5 days a week for only part of the year will override what you teach them at home, will override the values that you instill in your children. I have nothing against homeschooling. We're just not capable of it. My wife and I are not the teaching type. We are just not that person. So I wanted to kind of go over, my memories and what I found to be the best part of this ride we had, and we're still on it. Like, she's going to be living, She's 4 hours away up in Indiana going to college. And, those are things that she's still going to be a part. It's not like she's leaving. I'm never seeing her again, but it's a different phase. She's going to be living somewhere else. She's an adult. Like the biggest shock ever is when your kid turns 18 and you can't get in any of their shit. Like you're like, oh, I wonder like this doctor record. Nope, can't get into it. So they're autonomous. They are sovereign citizens. They are on their own. And it's up to us to give them the tools that they need to get to that next level. And that's why I work so hard is for these kids. And today kind of put that all together. A lot of memories, a lot of emotions as a parent. And by the way, guys, the chat is open if you're watching this live. Also, I'd be remiss to say, and yes, we do need to pay for her college. We do have a hell of a sale going on at tigerfitness.com right now. I'll play the video and that's all I'll do. Then we'll get back to I want to show you my most memorable time with Kami. The most memorable experience. And this is my biggest memory in high school. Happy Memorial Day from tigerfitness.com. This is one of our largest sales of the year. 20% off our top brands. Orders $75 and above, get a free exclusive Memorial Day t-shirt. Plus, orders $99 and above, you get the 20% off, you get the t-shirt, you also get this awesome sling bag. This sling bag right here has all these pockets. I carry one all the time. We have a black one as well. Has a blue line flag patch. Look at that space in there. Boom, look at that space. Also a front pocket, goes right over the shoulder. It can also be converted to be carried like this. Love this thing. Anyway, go to tigerfitness.com now. 20% off our top brands going on Memorial Day weekend. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Support brands that support you. Yeah, I did wear this at graduation. The reason is it's a casual graduation. Some people wore suits. Some people wore gym clothes. Some people wore stuff better than me, less than me. Yes, I did wear dressy shorts and, a nice shirt. This is a nice V-neck shirt. At the end of the day, man, it's a graduation where there's support. And also it's like 90 degrees out. So a lot of people were dressed in shorts. A lot of people were casual. Probably about 5% of people wore shirts and ties. So yeah, if that's all you got out of this video and this message, I truly feel sorry for your life. Anyway, so my biggest experience, so you guys know I'm a sports guy and there's one rule in my house and you're right. That sling bag, I do conceal carry in it. There's one thing in my life. There's one rule I have for my children, and that's you are to play a combat sport and a team sport. So my kids started out in boxing and soccer, and now my boys both wrestle. Thomas doesn't play soccer anymore. Preston plays football. Kami boxed. She was a damn good boxer. Never had an official fight. She sparred a few rounds. State champ soccer player, very good soccer player. She's not playing in college for reasons I've gone over in our last video with her. And she wrestled. She's actually a regional wrestling champ. She won the high school regional championship her sophomore year, her only year wrestling. She just didn't like the sport. And my boys will be boxing again this summer. I do believe that sports instill the ethics. So aside from loving your kid, put them in sports. A team sport and a combat sport, one of each, whether it's karate, whether it's judo, whether it's BJJ, whether it's boxing, whether it's Muay Thai, get them involved in a combat sport. And actually, I'm not talking about title, that shitty club where they're just like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm talking actually fight. Wear a normal shirt. You look like a douchebag in that pic. Kent, I don't want you here anymore. I just don't want you here. So you're out of here. I just don't need your negativity in this moment. Like, get out. This is not for you. This channel is not for you. And I don't care if I lose money because of it. I don't care. Don't shop with us. I don't care. You're a bad person if that's what you see. If you're going to come in here and do that. So I'm going to make you an example. So exactly, Paladin. And this thing about the lives is that we're answering, we're chatting with people, and I would smack him in the face if he was standing here and kick him out of my house. So anyway, the most memorable experience came my daughter's sophomore year. Her freshman year, she played a little bit, but she did win that state championship ring, but she wasn't a full-time starter. Her sophomore year, she worked her ass off and became a full-time starter on the soccer team, which was returning state champ. So they had an okay season, and they were playing their rivals, Franklin High, who beat them during the regular season. Now, keep in mind, in soccer, there are regulation, which are 2 halves, and then you have overtime. There are 2 overtimes, 10 minutes each. After the second overtime, you go into PKs. And PKs, 50-50. You never know who's going to choke. You never know who's going to, come to the table. You don't know which keeper is going to do it. They won the state championship the year before versus Franklin in PKs. And the coach put in their backup keeper because Kendall was her name. She was an amazing PK stopper. We ended up beating them, won the state champ. Most memorable experience, it is set the stage, 20 seconds left, second overtime, about to go into PKs. This girl who passed her the ball, she ended up going to UT Knoxville. She's playing ball there. And let's play the video. This is amazing, guys. This video every time. There she goes. She gets the ball. She falls down, gets up, kicks it out to Kami. One-timer. Oh! There it is. That's the district championship. Swear to God, I'm not crying. You are. Watch it again. This is it. Like, of all the things. What a great run by Allie right there. What a great run. Allie Brown. Boom. Boom. Look at that aim. She didn't overkick it. She placed it. And we had a lot more. Like, I could play a ton of them. Memories in wrestling. I could bring that up of her winning the regional championship winning match. I mean, it was just a hell of a run, man. It was just a hell of a run, hell of a ride. And what's going on next? Well, she's going to Kelly School of Business. Somebody asked right here, what is she studying? Marketing. It's number 3 marketing school in the country. Direct admin is apparently very hard to do. And she was able to get in on direct admin to that school, which right there is insane. Anyway, let me show you this one. This is my second favorite memory. Notice my memories are all about winning championships. I'm a petty man like that. This is my second favorite memory. Regional wrestling. I know my wife wasn't there, but let's see. Oh, here it is. So, put in perspective, there's a lot of strategy when it comes to duels, right? And the last match, this girl's a good wrestler, and Kami's in her first year, really didn't know how to wrestle, but she was strong and she was quick. This is my second favorite. Again, if we tie this match or if we win by points, we lose. We're down by 4. If we pin this girl, we win because that's 6 points. If we lose, we lose. So it was a must-pin situation. This is the first and only period. Kami's in black, by the way. Goes, snap down. Here comes a snap. Snap, snap, go for the snap. Regroup. Here you go, position. Come on. Patient snap, double leg. Down. There goes the half. Getting the back points.
Sit on it. Ah! Oh my God.
I need a moment. I need like 5 moments for that one. But look how, again, she wasn't by no means was she a technical wrestler. Just didn't have enough years on the mat. But watch how she takes her down. Look at the quickness.
Sit on it. Ah! Oh my God.
So there it is. So as we move forward, I think that I think this is a lesson that for dads, the number one thing you could do is be there, right? Like the number one thing you could do. I didn't know anything about soccer. So I took courses and I became a licensed soccer coach through what is it? The US, I forgot. The US, it's been a while. Became a licensed soccer coach so I could coach your club team. You know, I had no idea what I was doing as a dad, and most of us don't. And that's the beautiful thing about parenting is that there's no book, there's no guide that works for every child. You just figure it out as you go. Some kids, they do well with tough love, just like coaching. Some kids, they do well with positive reinforcement, all love. You don't know. But the only way to find out is to be there and to be a part of your kid's life. If you're not a coach, that's fine. So the beautiful thing about Blaze football, where I coach, is that even though there's a handful of coaches, 4 to 5 coaches per practice, I'll go off with my linemen and whatever. There's like 5 or 6 dads and moms, more, probably 10, watching the practice. Sometimes we'd be like, hey, can you come hold bags? We don't have enough people to hold bags. They'll come hold bags. And that's the beautiful thing about parenting. You don't have to know what you're doing. You just have to be there. You have to be supportive. You have to be loving. And you have to do your best to provide for your family emotionally, spiritually, and of course, financially. But that's why we do what we do. That's why a lot of you guys go to work every day to provide for your family in the dreams of one day giving them generational wealth, where maybe they won't have to worry as much as you did when you were going through what they're going through. No matter what, you know, when they move out, they have a family, you're always there for them. And that's what makes being a dad so special. But being a dad means nothing without a good woman, without a good mom, right? I know a lot of single parents make it work. I get it. Situations happen, whether it's death, divorce. But at the end of the day, we know that dual parent households statistically do a lot better. So by all means, do what you can to maintain a healthy relationship. Keep it together. Have a mom and a dad in the house. I don't care which one stays home or which one works. I don't care if both of you work. Figure it out. But by all means, do not sacrifice. I made this mistake in the beginning. Kami is an experiment. By the time we got to Preston, I pretty much had a system. For Kami, man, I was growing a business or two. I was figuring it out. I didn't understand a lot of things. Thankfully, Kami is good. She's a good person. She was born with a great heart. And she was just good, right? But you're going to figure it out. And you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. And you're going to look back and say, I can't believe I made that mistake. But as we grow, we evolve, we develop, our brain matures, our heart matures, our soul matures. And from that, you become the man or the woman you are. So that being said, that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully this gave you a little insight. Just want to give you guys an update on Kami, because a lot of you guys have been following her since 2011. Or if you knew me at Civation, even before that. When Kami was a baby, we used to take her to the Olympia. Thousands of people met Kami when she was a baby in a stroller at trade shows. So that's where my life's been. Anyway, I'll get to your chat right now. And then I'm going to go on and I'm going to go train some hamstrings. It's Memorial Day weekend. Again, if you didn't see the video earlier, huge sale at tigerfitness.com. We got 20% off the entire site. A free sling bag with purchases over $99 and a free shirt with purchases over $50. So that's what we got for you. Anyway, from Paladin, congrats, dude. Thank you, sir. Steve Luton, you should be extremely proud. You and your family are real exciting. Thank you, Steve. You inspire me, bro. Jesse, you congratulations. Raja 316, congrats to Kami. Thank you. Paladin, sling bag is great for concealed carry. I've gone over that. Yes, if you do concealed carry, sometimes I've found fanny packs aren't that great for it. I have a SIG 360 P365. You're familiar with concealed carry. fits perfect in the bag. Hell, I can even fit my 9mm in there. My M&P, I could fit that in there as well. So it does fit a good size handgun too, with my wallet and outright bars for snacks. Not the, yeah, we were talking about that dude I had to ban. Nice. Yeah, the soccer kick, the wrestling one, no pressure. I was so nervous, dude. So I'm sitting there with the coach and he's like, well, it comes down to Kami. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. And yeah, it was quite a moment. Got the reply from the last video. I'll definitely shoot an email in the last order. Thank you, and may the Father continue to bless you in your house. Bro Morris, I appreciate that. I believe that was on a coupon code you needed or something. Whatever it is, you have my email, Marc, M-A-R-C, at tigerfitness.com. Guys, if you need to get a hold of me, I'm not that hard to reach. DM me on Instagram. People like, do you answer all your own messages? I'm like, yeah, it's my fucking Instagram. And the other thing is Marc, M-A-R-C, at tigerfitness.com. That is Marc, M-A-R-C, at tigerfitness.com. Man, I answer all my messages, all my emails. If there's an issue with me getting my email from you, it could be in the spam folder, which admittedly I don't check enough. And if I do, I usually just delete everything because I get a lot of spam through the filter. So if that's being said, DMing me on Instagram is a pretty surefire way of getting a hold of me. What is an EDC video? Love what I have no idea what that is. Everyday carry. I thought EDC was that music, like the Don't give me that look. Yeah, yeah, everyday carry. Yeah, I struggle in showing off my firearms. I don't know if that's a good idea, especially with the White House being the way it is right now. They're going after all people who aren't liberals with guns. I can't watch this right now because I'm at the dog. My son wanted to say you're an amazing father, and congrats, Kami. Thank you, Ms. Raven. What a beautiful dog you have. There is a festival called EDC, so you were right. I knew it. I knew it. So Randall runs our warehouse in Vegas. He's like, man, there's a lot of weird people here right now. Yeah, Katie's like, yeah, we saw that thing. I do want to show you something, though. Alan Roberts got me this, and I'm really proud of it. It's a cool knife. So obviously, I have a smaller knife I'll carry, but it actually has, I don't know if it'll zoom. It's not a good quality. It has "We the People" written on it. This is one of those, like, I think the technical term is "kill a motherfucker" knife. I'm not sure. But yeah, Alan got me this, and I'm very thankful to have Alan as my bro. Like, I love that guy. But I do have this. I don't carry it with me, but if anybody ever comes in my office, I think it is a Damascus knife, if I'm not mistaken. What does it say? It says sanity on it. I just know that I'm afraid to touch the blade because it's really sure. Reminds me of The Predator where he's shaving with the knife. You know, it reminds me of that movie. I believe it is Damascus steel. Pretty excited about that knife. I don't know what to do with it, but looks pretty cool. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go train some hamstrings to celebrate my daughter's graduation. We already got some pancakes at Pancake Pantry. And actually have some new neighbors if they do watch this video. They just moved in down the road, and I was walking my dogs, and they stopped me, and they do watch my shit. And it was great having people move into the neighborhood who've actually been a part of my life for all these years. So neighborhood, let's just say the neighbors we don't like, they're outnumbered now. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave you one more time with the Memorial Day video because, hey, support companies that don't hate you. The economy's not the best. We're doing our best to keep our prices down. We're doing our best to, to maintain. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's really hard to deal with this economy and owning businesses. So I'm not telling you to buy something you don't normally buy. But if you buy whey protein, we have a wonderful one called MTS Whey, Machine Whey. And if you're looking for a new backpack for the gym or whatever, we have these. They're $50. So it's 20% off today, $40 for that awesome bag. So again, if you buy creatine, if you buy multivitamins, if you buy fish oil, it doesn't have to be my brands. We carry hundreds of brands at Tiger Fitness. I am begging you, if you buy supplements to support us, buy it from me. You have a great incentive to do it because it is Memorial Day weekend. and you're going to save 20% and get the free goodies. Guys, have a blessed weekend, and I'll be doing a live tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Much love. Happy Memorial Day from tigerfitness.com. This is one of our largest sales of the year. 20% off our top brands. Order $75 and above, get a free exclusive Memorial Day t-shirt. Plus, orders $99 and above, you get the 20% off. You get the t-shirt. You also get this awesome sling bag. This sling bag right here has all these pockets. I carry one all the time. We have a black one as well. Has a blue line flag patch. Look at that space in there. Boom, look at that space. Also a front pocket. Goes right over the shoulder. It can also be converted to be carried like this. Love this thing. Anyway, go to tigerfitness.com now. 20% off our top brands. Going on Memorial Day weekend. Happy Memorial Day, everyone.